Sport Shoot is brought to you by Rock Island Armory, manufactured by Armscor Global Defense Incorporated.
Welcome to Sport Shoot. This is a leisure segment for the gun enthusiast. This week on Sport Shoot, we once again veer away from the usual format of introducing another firearm in the segment. For this episode, Sport Shoot has chosen to give recognition to the Philippine Army Shooting Team, aptly named Manunudla. The Philippine Army Shooting Team, Manunudla, brought home not only the gold medal, but tons of medals and trophies as well, making the country proud with their extraordinary feat at the recent 17th Rifle World Shoot held in Russia. Armscor Global Defense Incorporated and United Defense Manufacturing Corporation were two of the biggest sponsors of the Philippine Army Shooting Team contingent that went to compete in Russia. And Bolo Tuason, Chairman Emeritus of Armscor, and Mr. Jin Carino, Chairman CEO of United Defense Manufacturing Corporation, or UDMC, as well as other officers of the two companies, were there at the dinner to celebrate with the contingent.
Armscor is very supportive with the talents of Filipinos. We are sponsoring several talents, especially Manunudla, to other countries. So at this time, this is the 17th Rifle World Shoot, no? And our Philippine team won many medals. We sponsored their lodging, their flight. Actually, Armscor is not asking for anything in return, just the medals, and they did it. We won several gold medals. Also, a team won. We are first place and we beat Russia itself.
Armscor took care of the Philippine contingent's air tickets and accommodations in Russia, while UDMC provided the rifles used in the competition.
The Philippine Army team used the rifles made by United Defense. Used these rifles in 3 competitions already. The ASEAN Army's rifle meet in 2016, that was in November and December, which was held in Tarlac. Then the second time is they used it this year in the Australian Army Skills meeting. And the third one was the most recent, just this month, the Philippine Army contingent used the rifles in the Russia World Shoot. So these are all international competitions. All our rifles bear the Philippine flag on the right side of the receiver.
Actually, Armscor has always been supportive of Filipino shooters who represent the country in foreign competitions.
Armscor, of course, we believe in the quality of our products. So we really continue to support Filipino shooters, and not only Filipino shooters but also foreign shooters. Of course, for the Filipino shooters, of course, we sponsor their trip, aside from the ammunition they used in the competition.
All the winning members of the Philippine Army Shooting Team that saw action in Russia are from the Philippine Army Marksmanship and Training Center. Sport Shoot talked to some of them who were at the dinner. Technical Sergeant Allan Lao, Technical Sergeant Rodney Rizano, and Sergeant Ariel Taganait.
First time po namin sumali sa World Shoot kasi ito po ang World Shoot po is first time din po sila na nag-host nitong Rifle Championship na ito.
4 kami nag-qualify sa military. Yung mga civilian naman na sa open division.
Dala po naman yung baril na UDMC, ma'am. Defense. Yes, ma'am. Rifle.
About 600 shooters from 46 countries participated in this recent competition. And while the team cherishes its first gold medal as a team, success did not come without hard work.
First world champion ng military sa larong rifle. Semi-auto. Pag alis pa nito sa Pilipinas is napaghandaan ko sa training. Talaga namang kumpleto yung yung training ko na ginagawa araw-araw. Pagdating namin doon sa Russia, sabi, summer daw. Pagdating doon, umuulan naman ng ice. Nagulat kami ngayon. Hindi na binabanghandaan na ganun pala. Unang araw talaga namin is malaking epekto kasi alam mo naman pag malamig, para na-ice ka rin. Tapos hindi ka magagalaw yung mga daliri mo. Unang araw talaga namin, sabog. Talagang sabog talaga yung Pero pag second day naman, kasi everyday is 6 stages yung pinaputok namin. Pangalawang araw, doon na kayo bumawi kasi may kunting may kunting araw na lumabas.
Sa gamit na lang medyo high-tech po yung technology ng taga-ibang bansa, pero sa scale medyo hindi din naman tayo nagpapatalo sa kanila.
They're also looking for, of course, Filipino food. Diba? Well, actually, I saw one of their posts. Merong nagluto like longganisa, etc. I don't know where they found it, but excited sila nung kinain na yun. They miss Philippine food.
The Philippine contingent team emerged champion, but Sergeant Ariel Taganait emerged as a winner in his own right.
Sa individual po, ma'am, second place po ako sa team namin, nag-champion po.
Gene Carino, Chairman and CEO of UDMC, was there, obviously pleased with the team's performance. He gives us a brief background on his company and its relationship with co-sponsor Armscor Global Defense.
Well, United Defense Manufacturing Corporation was incorporated in 2006, but we went into research and development only in about 2009. It took us about 3 years of research and development, and then commercial operations started only about 4 or 5 years ago. And initially we were starting to sell to civilians and individuals. Eventually, last year we started bidding with the AFP and luckily starting to win bids. As we manufacture rifles for military use. We focus on the M4 caliber 5.56 and the M110, which is in caliber 7.62. So these are the military rifles. But under the law, we are also allowed to sell to civilians for as long as these are in semi-automatic.
The company is now starting to export, primarily to Myanmar for now, supplying arms to the Myanmar military.
Right now, we want to continue to focus on the M4 and the M110, focus on being able to supply to our armed forces and to our national police. But who knows what the future brings to the company. We would always be very flexible and very much willing to have a partnership with Armscor, which we had been doing for the past 2-3 years, I believe. So we have an informal collaboration. Well, maybe that might get into a more formal partnership. We don't know. From the technical point of view, we don't really produce ammunition. We only produce rifles. So they have the ammunition that our rifles will be able to use. Secondly, we're both 100% Filipino owned. And last but not least, and the most important, is that we share the same values, we share the same vision, and that is to promote Filipino products, Filipino firearms. So the partnership that we're having with Armscor right now is looking at UDMC being able to use their distribution channels in the export market. And that's what we had been discussing, and hopefully we'll be able to succeed in that.
And what's in store for Armscor Global Defense in the near future?
There's a lot in store in Armscor. We are always sponsoring Team Philippines, especially Philippine Army, because of course we are a company who's showcasing firearms. So what else can we support our country? So that's rifle, pistols, and of course definitely ammunition, because in the previous years, Armscor ammunition and also pistol rifles are making a name outside our country. Filipino shooters are, of course, the best for us, and they are proving it right now.
And while the honors and medals mean a lot to the team, they have not forgotten to look back and thank everyone who paved the way for their success.
Thank you sa mga staff ng Armscor at saka sa nag-sponsor sa amin. Maraming salamat talaga kasi kung wala kayo, hindi kami makapunta sa World Shoot. Lalo na sa UDMC na bigay sa amin ng baril para paglaro. Salamat muna ako sa nakakataas sa amin, lalo na sa Trainer Doctrine Command, Marksmanship Training Center, sa Commanding General ng ating Philippine Army, Chief of Staff, General New, sa lahat ng mga sponsor, mga civilian sector. Maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat na walang sawang pagsuporta sa amin.
Nakikisimpatiya din kami dun sa mga kasama namin ng mga sundalo na nakikipaghira dun sa mga kalaban sa ating gobyerno.
Inaalay po namin ma'am yung pagkapanalo namin sa Russia sa mga kasama namin na nagkisabak sa Marawi.
Our heartfelt congratulations to the Philippine Army Shooting Team, Manunudla, and thank you to Armscor Global Defense as well as United Defense Manufacturing Corporation for their support to the Philippine contingent to Russia. And that's Sports Shoot, Business and Leisure segment for the gun enthusiasts.
Sports Shoot is brought to you by Rock Island Armory, manufactured by Armscor Global Defense Incorporated.